All right, team, welcome to the Wednesday daily crypto update where we discuss Bitcoin markets and overall crypto news, do some market predictions, and make some money together. We do this every Wednesday and Sunday, so if you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button, notifications, and we're going to be putting out some awesome content in the next couple of days, weeks, and months. So, looking at the Bitcoin charts, no major news going on. We had a 3-day sell-off, but notice that this sell-off has not been so serious as the previous ones. The selling pressure on this one was very, very minor compared to the ones we've seen previously. And 9,000 held up really well. I left this line since last week and we hit it perfectly. So if you were to pick up some Bitcoin, that would have been a perfect play. But I'm not taking out any positions that I picked up right over here. I increased my position on the breakout, and I have not decreased any of my positions given that we held up over 9K. Now, we have a small resistance above 10K, around 10K, and the next set of resistance we're going to see is about 11.6 to 12.4. So let's make this resistance just a little bit bigger, given that we have a Fibonacci retracement, the 0.38. Okay, remember we draw it from the top of the trend to the bottom. They usually work fairly well. You see that there's a fib right there, trend line, so they fall right in place. Now, of course, I'm not taking any positions right in here since I've already gotten it right here and down at 67. So I would only add on a breakout of this trend line. You see this trend line right over here, the red one that I clicked. If we do a breakout above that trend line, I'm going to be adding right on the breakout, or maybe a retest. If it retests, comes back down and retests this trend line, that's what I'll be adding, because the next set of resistance that we're looking at is going to be 11.6, where I'll be taking some profit and minimizing some positions. Nothing too serious going on in Bitcoin. One thing we do have to look at is overall market cap. What I do want to be watching out for is that $500 billion market cap for the overall crypto market is fairly heavy resistance, and we might be seeing a right shoulder forming. But looking at Bitcoin, we're not seeing that correlation right now. We could break out and go straight past the $500 billion market cap. This is something to watch out for. Possibly minimize some positions once we do go into that $500 billion market cap. We might see some coins, at which point we might see some money coming out of the markets. As far as altcoins go, we're seeing a lot of green today. We saw 3 days of sell-off, but very minor sell pressure. And looking at the Bitcoin markets, the crypto and the altcoin markets all together, we're seeing a lot of green. And I have no reason to believe that altcoin season is coming to an end anytime soon. That is, altcoin season does last a couple of months at least. So soon meaning a couple of weeks, okay? I'm not looking to minimize any of my altcoin positions for at least 2 weeks, unless we see something crazy, unless I'm getting a 500% return. Then I'll take some profit. But until then, I have no reason to believe altcoin season is done. A lot of my altcoin bags are doing fairly well. I've been in ZRX for quite some time, and we're testing all-time highs right now. And it looks like we're going to be going even higher, given that we're seeing some consolidation and not a straight spike and spike down. So we're probably going to be going higher on ZRX. Bitcoin market's looking good. So, given those scenarios, I'm only looking to maybe minimize my positions right over here, but still keep a lot on the table. I think a lot of altcoins still have a long way to go, probably another week or so. And then I'll be looking to take some profits right now. Sit tight, wait on confirmation of Bitcoin to break this trend line, hit a resistance, or break down below these lines. Let's say this scenario doesn't happen, and likely it's going to start breaking out. We're likely going to see a breakout, but we got to take into account that it could break down. If it does break down, the next area I'm looking at is this line right here, 82. It's like 83.40, 82, 83. is the next breakdown area. It's probably gonna bounce a little bit after that at a wedge, at which point I'll be decreasing some positions and getting into some cash. I talked about the previous scenario where if we break down, I'm only going to be minimizing positions, because if we test this trend line again, if we come down, maybe it's going to take a lot longer, but if we come down and test this trend line again, I always say this: if the trend line is tested multiple times, the more times it's tested, the weaker it gets. So I wouldn't be looking for a buy right here. I would be looking for a buy right in this area, this nice support cluster area. We have a trend line, we have a fib extension, and we have a lot of traffic. This could definitely happen, but as far as Bitcoin's looking, it looks like we're going to be consolidating in this triangle, and then a breakout looking for 11.6 to 12.5 between that area. When we do that, on confirmation, I'll be looking to readjust, reassess, and of course minimize some positions, because we're definitely going to be seeing some altcoins flying in the next couple of weeks if we do see a breakout on Bitcoin. Guys, that's been the Wednesday crypto update. Stay tuned for the Sunday update. We've got plenty of content around crypto coming up, and Fridays and Saturdays are going to be about business, making money, so you can invest that money into cryptocurrency, because cryptocurrency should not be your only source of income. That just becomes a headache and a huge risk to yourself. We never want that. Alright, thank you so much for watching. Please comment if you have any questions. I'm going to be replying to every single question. And stay tuned for the next video. Alright guys, see you next time. Cheers.